Chosen one. There are no coincidences here. You didn't stumble onto this message by accident. You were led. Called. Prepared. In every moment of silence. Every delay, every unanswered prayer was part of that preparation. You've wondered, haven't you? Why it feels like you've been walking through endless shadows. Why others seem to rise, to flourish, to receive, while your life feels paused. As though heaven overlooked you. As though destiny passed you by. But listen closely now. You were never overlooked. You were never forgotten. You were hidden. Protected. Preserved for the moment. Heaven has been waiting to reveal you. And now, that moment has arrived. You see, the hardest test was never about your strength alone. It wasn't about how long you could survive. It wasn't about proving your worth to the world. It was about becoming the version of you who could carry the weight of what's coming without being crushed by it. Chosen one, the storms didn't come to destroy you. They came to shape you. The delays didn't mean denial. They meant development. The isolation wasn't punishment. It was divine protection. You've been walking through the wilderness feeling unseen, but heaven saw everything. The tears, the sleepless nights, the quiet prayers whispered into dark rooms where it felt like no one was listening. But heaven listens, and heaven never wastes pain. You didn't endure the hardest seasons for nothing. Every closed door was aligning you. Every rejection was refining you. Every delay was building a foundation. No storm can shake. You've carried the weight of unanswered questions. You've watched others celebrate while you wondered if your time would ever come. But the truth is, you were never behind. You were never forgotten. You were being built in silence for a blessing that could never be rushed. And now, the timing is aligned. The atmosphere has shifted. The spiritual clock has struck the hour. Chosen one, this is the moment heaven has been orchestrating long before your first breath. The overflow is approaching. And not a trickle. Not fragments, but a flood. You've walked the valley. You've endured the drought. You've held on to faith when everything around you told you to let go. That was the hardest test of all. Holding on to belief when your reality gave you no evidence to keep going. But you did. And heaven saw it. And heaven recorded it. And now heaven is responding. You feel that, don't you? That quiet shift inside. The subtle knowing that something different is happening. It's not your imagination. It's the first wave of your promised overflow. But before the floodgates open, before your name echoes through the halls of destiny, you need to let this truth sink deep into your bones. You were never being punished. You were being positioned. You were never being delayed. You were being developed. You were never being denied. You are being designed for more. More peace. More purpose. More presence. More power. And now, heaven is ready to reveal what it's been preparing behind the scenes. This is your confirmation. The quiet battles didn't break you. They built you. The unanswered prayers didn't abandon you. They aligned you. The long seasons of waiting weren't wasted. They were working in your favor. Chosen one, you've been prepared in the fire, tested in silence, refined through rejection. And because of that, you are now fit to receive the fullness of your destiny. No more shrinking to fit spaces that couldn't hold your spirit. No more questioning your worth based on temporary circumstances. No more waiting for permission to rise. The tests are complete. Preparation is done. The atmosphere is ready. The blessing is heavy. And your soul, your beautiful, persevering soul, is prepared to hold it all. But remember, this overflow isn't just material. It's spiritual. It's emotional. It's the kind of abundance that transforms everything. Your peace, your clarity, your relationships, your joy. The hardest test wasn't to break you. It was to reveal you. And now, the world is about to see what heaven always knew. that you were chosen for this, that you were built for this, that the delay was never denial. It was divine design. Chosen. 1. The drought is over. The waiting is over. The hardest test is complete. And the overflow? It's not coming, God. It's already here. Stay with me. There's more to uncover. The next part will reveal why everything you endured had to happen exactly the way it did. Because what's coming next will change everything you've been feeling. Haven't you? That subtle pressure building in your spirit. That quiet but undeniable pull. The sense that something greater is drawing near, closer than ever before. That it's not your imagination. That it's not false hope. That it's confirmation. The atmosphere around you has been shifting slowly, silently, but surely. Chosen one? You didn't come this far to be left behind. You didn't endure the fire just to be forgotten in the ashes. The waiting season wasn't punishment. It was preservation. And now is the time heaven shows you why you had to wait. There's a divine order to everything. Delays, the detours. The disappointments. None of them were random. They were alignment in disguise. You've been prepared for a blessing so vast, so specific to your soul, that rushing it would have ruined it. And heaven doesn't ruin destiny. Heaven refines it. You see, others received early, but their foundations weren't ready. The doors they walked through couldn't hold the weight of their calling, but you've been built differently. Built to carry what others COULDN, single quotes T. Built to withstand what tried to crush you. Built to overflow without breaking. And now, that overflow is no longer a distant promise. It's here. It's circling your life even now. You've felt the tremors, the whispers, the undeniable signs that your season has shifted. But I know there's a part of you still doubting, still wondering if this is real, still bracing for disappointment, because for so long, you've learned to survive the storms, not expect the sun. But hear me now. The sun has risen. The clouds are parting. Hardest test has passed, and your soul, bruised but unbroken, has graduated. Chosen one. You were never meant to blend in. You were never designed for a life of fragments. You carry the blueprint of divine overflow, and that cannot be hidden any longer. Everything around you is shifting. The people you attract, the doors that open, favor that follows. It's not coincidence. It's your alignment activating. And here's the truth heaven wants you to know. You don't have to chase what's yours. You don't have to force open doors not meant for you. The overflow you've been praying for, it's not hiding. It's finding you. It's following the frequency of your faith. Because faith leaves fingerprints on your future. And your persistence, your quiet strength, your refusal to give up when everything told you to, that's been rewriting your atmosphere. You're about to step into rooms that once felt impossible. You're about to receive opportunities that defy logic. You're about to embody a level of peace that no circumstance can steal. But I need you to listen carefully. This blessing, it doesn't just fill the gaps. It transforms the entire structure. Your relationships, your finances, your inner clarity, your joy. Heaven doesn't deal in fragments. It operates in overflow. And when the overflow starts, chosen one, it doesn't stop. It spills into every corner of your existence. It touches places you forgot to hope for. It heals wounds you thought would never close. It elevates you to heights your past couldn't imagine. But this isn't just about you. This overflow, it's meant to ripple outward. To inspire. To awaken. To remind others that when heaven decides, it's your time. Nothing, and I mean nothing, can block what's coming. The same people who overlooked you, they'll be speechless. The environments that drained you, they'll now fuel your growth. The situations designed to break you, they'll now reveal your strength. Because chosen one, you're not the same. You're not broken. You're built. You're ready. You're aligned dot, and the overflow? It's no longer a distant echo dot, it's a present reality. Your name is being whispered in spaces. Your feet haven't touched yet. Your energy is attracting blessings faster than your mind can comprehend. But don't let fear interrupt this moment. Don't shrink to fit comfort zones you've outgrown. Don't apologize for the elevation heaven has prepared for you. You've been through too much to play small now. You've sacrificed too much to settle for fragments. The time of questioning is over. The time of becoming is here. This overflow, it will rewrite your narrative dot. It will silence your doubts, but it will elevate your presence. And the best part? You won't have to strive for it. You won't have to beg for it. You won't have to explain it. The evidence will be undeniable. Not your glow will tell the story. Your peace will become the proof. Your joy will silence the noise. Chosen one, the wait is over. The hardest test is complete. And the overflow? It's begun. Stay with me. There's more. What comes next will reveal why every closed door, every unanswered prayer, every painful delay was building this very moment. Chosen one, it's been building quietly, relentlessly, every unseen moment, every hidden alignment, every tear that fell when no one was watching. It was never wasted. You've carried the weight of waiting for so long, it started to feel normal. You've walked through empty rooms, silent seasons, unanswered questions. And still, you held on. Still, you stayed true. Still, you believed, even when your circumstances told you not to. And now heaven responds, not in fragments, not in whispers, but in undeniable, overwhelming, unstoppable overflow. This is the season where what's meant for you doesn't hide, it hunts you, it finds you, it falls into your life like it's been circling your name for eternity, because it has. You don't have to chase alignment. You don't have to fight for love. You don't have to force your worth into spaces too small to hold you. Chosen one, the divine never designed your life for scarcity. The drought you endured, that wasn't your destiny. That was your development, and now that you've grown through the wilderness, your spirit has become magnetic, everything your soul whispered for in the quiet. The peace, the clarity, the connections, the favor, it's already moving toward you. You feel it, don't you? The atmosphere thick with shift, the undeniable sense that the invisible is about to become visible, that your dreams, the ones you buried under disappointment, are about to breathe again. But hear me clearly. This isn't ordinary manifestation. This is divine overflow, It doesn't knock, it floods, it doesn't ask permission, it pours. And when it arrives, chosen one, it rewrites every room you enter. Your presence will shift. ATMOSPHERES. Your energy will realign environments. Your voice will carry authority beyond explanation, because you've been through the hardest test. You've been refined in shadows. You've been shaped in silence, and heaven only overflows vessels that are ready to hold the weight of blessing. You're ready now. Your time is not approaching, it's here. And you no longer have to strive. You no longer have to explain. You simply have to stand in the truth of who you've become. Chosen one, you are not broken. You are built. You are not waiting. You are walking. You are not lost. You are aligned. Everything that once felt delayed, it was protecting you. Every door that stayed shut, it was directing you. Every person that walked away, it was clearing the space for overflow. You don't have to prove your worth to receive what's yours. You don't have to fight for visibility when heaven has already marked your name. You don't have to settle for fragments when the flood has been prepared specifically for you. Listen to me now. The overflow doesn't just bring blessings, it brings restoration, it brings closure, it brings justice, it brings joy so deep it rewires your entire reality, and it's personal dot, it's tailored dot, it's handcrafted for the unique frequency of your soul. You've survived the drought. You've endured the silence. You've passed the hardest test, staying faithful when you couldn't see the finish line. And now, chosen one. The finish line becomes your starting point. The struggle turns to strength. The ache transforms into authority. But let me remind you, this overflow isn't a reward for perfection. It's an acknowledgement of your persistence. It's the universe, confirming what heaven always knew, that you are chosen, crafted, and prepared for more. Your glow will tell the story. Your peace will carry the proof. Your joy will be the loudest declaration. And those who doubted, those who dismissed you, those who couldn't see the divine blueprint wrapped around your life, they'll watch, speechless, as everything shifts in your favor. But you won't need validation. You won't crave recognition. The overflow will be enough. More than enough. Exceedingly, abundantly, uncontainably enough. You've waited long enough. You've sacrificed silently. You've grown in the shadows. Now, you rise, you overflow. You attract what was always circling your name. Chosen one. There's more. Stay with me. The next revelation will explain why everything you endured had to happen exactly this way. The timing. The testing. Transformation. It all leads to this moment. The season where overflow doesn't just arrive. It stays. It multiplies. It expands beyond anything your past could predict. Stay ready. Stay aligned. We're only getting started. Chosen one. You've spent enough time shrinking. Enough time questioning. Enough time molding yourself to fit into spaces that were never designed for the size of your soul. But hear me now. That season is over. The version of you that played small, that doubted your worth, that questioned if you belonged, that version has served its purpose, and it cannot walk into what's next, because what's coming, it's too big. Too aligned. Too divinely tailored for you to carry old limitations into it. You weren't created to blend in, weren't called to be ordinary. You weren't built for temporary success or fleeting moments of peace. No. You single quotes V. Been designed for sustained overflow, for consistent favor, for unshakable alignment. But here's the truth the world never told you. The places you tried to fit into, the people you tried to impress, the opportunities you chased that never felt right, they weren't rejection. They were redirection. You've been hidden, not to be forgotten, but to be preserved. Prepared. Positioned for the kind of overflow that doesn't just change your life, it changes your legacy. And chosen one, that moment, it's here. It's not coming. It's already breathing through your atmosphere, already shifting your energy, already drawing to you everything your heart whispered for in secret. But let me remind you, you can't carry old doubts into new seasons. You can't bring small energy into expansive environments. You can't wear insecurity in rooms heaven designed for your authority. This is your time to rise. Quietly, not cautiously, but boldly. Confidently. Unapologetic. Ally. Because your elevation, it's not accidental. It's intentional. It's the product of every unseen sacrifice, every lonely night, every hidden battle. You thought no one noticed. Heaven noticed. And now, that divine noticing becomes undeniable favor. You'll walk into spaces you once only imagined. You'll attract connections that see you fully. You'll experience abundance that feels so natural. It's as if your spirit always knew it was coming, because it did. Your soul remembers. Your heart held the vision, even when your eyes couldn't see the evidence. Chosen one. The overflow is personal. It's specific. It's designed to fit your energy, your journey, your divine assignment. And when it arrives, it silences doubt. It erases lack. It makes every closed door, every delayed answer, every unanswered prayer feel worth the wait. But listen, this isn't about proving anyone wrong. It's about proving your spirit right. The quiet knowing you've carried all along, that you were destined for more, for better, for higher, for wholeness. And now, that destiny unfolds, not through force, not through striving, but through alignment. You'll no longer chase what's meant for you. It will chase you. You'll no longer beg to be seen. You'll become undeniable. You'll no longer shrink to stay safe. You'll expand because you are safe. Safe in your assignment, your purpose, your divine timing. Chosen one. Every room that rejected you was clearing space for the right doors to open. Every person who couldn't hold your light was preparing you for those who would. Every season of waiting, it was building your foundation for overflow. And now you step in. Not timid. Not unsure, but certain. Rooted. Atmosphere is ripe. That blessing is heavy. And your spirit, it's prepared. No more playing small. No more settling. No more questioning your worth. This overflow, it's your inheritance, your birthright, your confirmation that you were never forgotten, only reserved, that your timing was never late, only protected. Stay with me, chosen one. There's more to reveal. What's coming next will explain why every limitation had to break before this blessing could arrive. Because the overflow, it doesn't fit into the life you once lived. It builds a new one entirely. Chosen one, you've questioned it, haven't you? Why the doors wouldn't open, why the timing never aligned, why the prayers felt unanswered. But listen to me now. The closed doors, the delays, the unanswered prayers, they weren't rejection, they were protection. You see, heaven doesn't waste time, and it doesn't hand out premature blessings. The things you thought you lost, they weren't for your destruction. They were divine strategy. They were building your endurance, your foundation, your alignment. You were never forgotten. You were being hidden, not hidden to be ignored, not hidden to be preserved, not prepared, not positioned. Because what's coming next, it's not ordinary. It's not temporary. It's not fragile. It's divine overflow. And it requires a version of you that has been fortified in the silence. You've endured the hardest test. The kind that breaks most people. The waiting without evidence. The believing without signs. The showing up when no one was clapping. The becoming when nothing around you validated your growth. And chosen one, that's why heaven is choosing now. Because you've been built, because you've been aligned, because your spirit has been stretched beyond comfort to carry what others can't. And now, the delays make sense. The closed doors were redirection. Isolation was preparation. You're stepping into overflow that isn't partial. It isn't fragmented. It isn't fleeting. It's whole. It's abundant. It's complete. But understand, this overflow isn't just for survival. It's for expansion, for restoration. For confirmation that your spirit was never wrong to believe there was more. You're about to witness how heaven orchestrates divine timing, how the doors that once wouldn't budge now open at your approach, how the spaces that once made you question your worth now welcome you like you've always belonged. Because chosen one, you've always belonged. You were never too late. You are never falling behind. You are being held for excellence. You are being positioned for purpose. You are being stretched to carry overflow without breaking under the weight. And now, the blessings you whispered for, they're arriving. The peace you dreamed of, it's settling. The clarity you longed for, it's illuminating every shadow. But don't be surprised when the shift feels fast. When the favor feels undeniable. When the acceleration feels surreal. Because when heaven decides it's your time, it happens suddenly. Swiftly. Perfectly. You don't have to question. If you're ready, you are ready. You've been made ready in the hidden spaces. In the quiet development, out in the unseen construction of your character. And now, chosen one. Your name is being echoed in places. Your feet haven't yet touched. Your energy is attracting opportunities your past couldn't fathom. Your alignment is unlocking overflow your heart always believed was possible. But hear me. You don't have to strive for what's already been assigned to you. You don't have to chase what's chasing you. You don't have to exhaust yourself proving your worth to spaces not meant for your spirit. The version of you that waited, questioned, doubted, that version served its purpose. But now, you rise in certainty. You move in alignment. You embody overflow without apology. Because heaven doesn't whisper your blessing. It announces it. It declares it. It floods your life with proof. So undeniable that even your doubts bow to your destiny. Chosen one. You were never delayed. You were being protected. You were never left behind. You are being positioned. You are never forgotten. You are being prepared. And now, the preparation ends. The overflow begins. The waiting dissolves. The becoming takes form. Stay with me. There's one more revelation. The final part will reveal why the hardest battles built the strongest version of you. Why the delays weren't punishment. They were preparation for the legacy you're about to walk in. The overflow doesn't just visit. It stays. It multiplies. It transforms everything in its path. And chosen one, you are ready to receive it. You are ready to live it. You are ready to become the overflow itself. Chosen one, you feel it now, don't you? That quiet hum beneath your skin, that undeniable pulse in your spirit, the knowing, not guessing, not hoping, but knowing. Everything is shifting. For so long, you've carried the weight of uncertainty. You've navigated seasons where the only evidence you had was your own belief. When life was silent, when prayers echoed back unanswered. When doors remained closed and the world misunderstood your waiting. But now, that waiting is no longer your reality. The silence is breaking. The floodgates are opening. And your life, your entire existence, is about to overflow. You didn't survive the hardest test for nothing. You weren't refined in the shadows just to live small. The quiet battles, the unseen sacrifices, the hidden tears, they were currency for this moment. And this moment is yours. Undeniably. Unapologetic ally. Powerfully yours. But hear me. This isn't the kind of blessing that asks permission. It doesn't knock gently on your door. It doesn't ask if you're ready. It floods in. It overflows. It rewrites everything you thought you knew about abundance. The relationships that drained you, they dissolve. The environments that shrunk your spirit, they shift. The doubts that whispered limitations, they silence themselves. Because overflow doesn't coexist with scarcity. And chosen one, your season of scarcity is over. You're stepping into a life that mirrors the size of your spirit, the magnitude of your preparation. The depth of your endurance. And it won't feel unfamiliar. It will feel like home. Because your soul already recognized this blessing long before your eyes ever saw it. You'll walk into rooms saturated with favor. You'll attract connections that elevate your essence. You'll embody a peace so profound, circumstances can't disturb it. But let me be clear. This isn't luck. This isn't coincidence. This is legacy unfolding. Everything you've been through, the pain, the pruning, the preparation, it built this. The doors opening, they're not by chance. The opportunities arriving, they're not random. The overflow, it's not an accident. It's your inheritance, your divine right, your confirmation that you were never forgotten, only reserved. You've been protected for this, prepared for this. Positioned for this. And now, the alignment is undeniable. The timing is precise. The atmosphere is ready. And you are ready, chosen one. You no longer have to chase what's chasing you. You no longer have to prove your worth. To those incapable of recognizing it, you no longer have to shrink to survive. This season, it's not about survival. It's about expansion. It's about overflow. So expansive, it doesn't just touch your life. It transforms everything connected to you. The dreams you buried, they're resurrecting. The prayers you whispered, they're manifesting. The destiny you feared was delayed, it's arriving. On time, overflowing, undeniable. But understand, this isn't just about receiving. It's about becoming the overflow itself, becoming the evidence that faith works, becoming the testimony that divine timing is never wrong. You'll feel it in your energy. See it in your surroundings. Experience it in the way doors open effortlessly, because you've shifted, you've realigned, you've remembered who you are and who are you. You are chosen, you are preserved, you are protected, you are powerful beyond measure. You are the embodiment of divine overflow. And now, everything in your life rises to meet the vibration of your soul, your relationships, your resources. Your opportunities, your joy. This is the season where heaven no longer whispers your name. It announces it. Where alignment no longer hides. It accelerates. Where blessings no longer trickle, they flood. Chosen one. The old story has ended. The doubts have dissolved. The waiting is complete. Now, you step fully into overflow. Not in fragments, not in fear, but completely. Confidently. Best part? This is just the beginning. What's coming next? It exceeds imagination. It breaks limitations. It stretches your capacity to receive beyond what you thought possible. And you're ready. Your spirit knows it. Your heart feels it. Your entire being has been prepared for this. The world may not recognize you immediately. They may wonder how it happened so fast. How you shifted so powerfully. But you'll know. It wasn't fast. It was right on time. It wasn't sudden. It was the result of silent endurance. It wasn't luck. It was divine design. Chosen one. Walk boldly now. Expect miracles to be normal. Expect peace to be permanent. Expect favor to be your language. Expect overflow to be your lifestyle. You've arrived at the intersection of preparation and promise. And the overflow, it's not coming. It's here. It's within you. It's around you. It's flowing through every part of your life. There is no going back. The drought is over. The delay is broken. The doubt is silenced. The overflow reigns. You are the proof. You are the vessel. You are the divine eruption of favor the world has been waiting to witness. So breathe. Chosen one, relax your shoulders. Let the battles fall from your back. Let the tension melt from your spirit. You've passed the hardest test. You've endured the silent refining. And now, you live inside the overflow. Your life will never be the same. And neither will you. Chosen one, even now, in this very moment. Something within you knows. You're standing on the edge of everything you've prayed for. Everything you've cried for. Everything you've survived for. But I need you to feel this. This isn't a moment to hesitate. This isn't a time to shrink. This isn't the season to question if you're ready. Because ready or not, the divine overflow is here. It's circling your name. It's pressing against the walls of your life, waiting to pour in. And once it does, nothing stays the same. The old cycles, they break. The old fears, they dissolve. The old limitations, they disappear. Because when heaven decides, it's your time. There are no delays. There are no detours. There are no doubts strong enough to block what's coming. And what's coming, it's not just blessing. It's not just breakthrough. It's the total transformation of your life. The love you deserve. It arrives pure, whole, aligned. The resources you've lacked, they multiply. effortlessly, abundantly. The clarity you've prayed for, it illuminates every dark corner, every confusing path. But chosen one, this is about more than material blessings. This is about identity. This is about becoming the version of you that no longer waits for permission to rise. The version of awe. You that walks in overflow, boldly, visibly, unapologetically. And let me tell you, you're not stepping into overflow for appearances. You're not attracting abundance to prove anyone wrong. You're becoming the living, breathing evidence. That divine timing never fails. The world may have overlooked you. They may have doubted you. They may have forgotten you. But heaven never forgets its chosen ones. And now, the proof is undeniable. Your glow, it speaks louder than words. Your peace, it radiates beyond circumstances. Your joy, it silences every whisper of doubt. You've waited long enough. You've sacrificed silently. You've grown in the dark. And now, you overflow, you rise. You rained out, this is your time. This is your confirmation. This is the moment heaven's promises collide with your reality. And chosen one, you'll never have to return to the version of you that questioned your worth. The overflow rewrites your story. Permanently, powerfully, beautifully. Breathe it in. Embody it fully. You are the overflow. Chosen one, there's something I need you to understand. The version of you that once questioned, once hesitated, once wondered if this moment would ever arrive. That version no longer exists, because everything, the waiting, the heartbreak, the delay, it shaped you. It didn't break you. It built you. It fortified your spirit. It rewired your soul to hold the very overflow that's now pressing into your life. And now, you've shifted. You've aligned. You've become the living evidence that timing is never off when heaven is involved. For so long, you carried invisible battles. You held unspoken fears. You questioned if your prayers were lost in the silence. But they weren't lost. They were planted, and now those seeds, they're blooming. They're sprouting. They're overflowing, the love you whispered for in secret. It's on its way. The healing you craved, it's arriving, whole, lasting, undeniable. The opportunities you thought were missed, they're circling back, aligned, elevated, better than you imagined. But hear me, you're not the same person who once begged for change. You're not the version of yourself that doubted your worth. You've evolved. You've expanded. You've embodied your divine assignment, and now, the overflow isn't just touching your life, it's rewriting your entire existence. Doors that once resisted, they'll open without force. Connections that once felt impossible, they'll flow with ease. Opportunities that seemed out of reach, they'll fall into your lap, perfectly aligned, divinely timed, because chosen one, you're no longer chasing, you're attracting, you're no longer begging, you're embodying, you're no longer waiting, you're walking in it, the fullness, the favor, the overflow. But I need you to feel this. This isn't about ego. This isn't about proving anyone wrong. It's about proving your spirit right, the part of you that always knew. Even when everything looked still, that more was coming. That destiny was calling. That timing was aligning, and now, it's undeniable, the energy around you, it's magnetic. The frequency within you, it's elevated. The blessings approaching you, they're overflowing, not in fragments, not in pieces, but whole, abundant, unstoppable. And this is only the beginning. Your life is becoming the physical proof that faith works, that alignment is real, that the divine never forgets its chosen ones. You've been refined, you've been preserved, you've been prepared, and now you rise, you overflow. You become the vessel heaven uses to pour into this world. So breathe, The struggle has served its purpose. The drought has broken. The delay is done. And your overflow? It's not just arriving, it's multiplying. It's overflowing through every corner of your existence. You are not the same. You'll never be the same. You are living proof. The hardest test never breaks the chosen one. It builds them for the blessing that changes everything.